you kindly? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find it? Would you kindly get this?
Now, it would be very easy for me to come out here and give you the kind of news that you would like to hear. If I come out here and tell you that you're important, that you're beloved, that you are valued. But I'm not going to do that because I've got some bad news.
You smell that, people? It's been a long time since there was any kind of roast on this channel. And what we're here to talk about today is the ungrateful, delusional Nintendo Wii U fans on this website that, in all honesty, need a goddamn wake-up call. Go back to last generation, right? The Wii never got Assassin's Creed. The Wii never got a Mass Effect game. The Wii never got a Batman. The Wii didn't get Darksiders. And yet we have all these Wii U fans complaining and crying and carrying on about third-party support when the Wii U got Assassin's Creed, when the Wii U got Mass Effect, when the Wii U got a Batman, 2 of them, and when the Wii U also got Darksiders. Now, these games that were prior and previous, not on the Wii, that later came onto the Wii U, how did the Nintendo fans, how did the Nintendo faithful, how did they repay the third parties that developed on their system? Oh wait, they didn't. Now we have all this crying and all this complaining about how biased third-party developers are. How come there's no games on the Wii U? Well, last generation, there was no Assassin's Creed, there was no Mass Effect, there was no Batman, there was no Darksiders, there was no Metro, and there was no Bioshock. And I didn't hear all this crying, bitching, and complaining then. But I'm hearing it all this generation. So that means a couple things. First and foremost, that third party does matter. If you don't believe me, go back to my best Super Nintendo games of all time, look at the comment section, and a lot of those games, the majority of those games, are third party. So last generation, you know, third party, not such a big deal. This generation, third party, oh, it's a huge deal that you don't get it. Wii U gamers need to understand that you are second-class gamers. Rightfully, and as right as you should be. You don't buy anything. You're welfare gamers on food stamps. Nobody's gonna go out and give you a handout. You don't support anything, you don't buy anything, you don't buy shit, you don't get shit. It's a business world. I'm sorry. People are in it to win it. People are in it to have jobs and make money. If you don't like it, find a different hobby. One that's preferably non-profit. Now I want you to look at this chart right here. Ubisoft's financials for Q3 of 2013. And it's pretty damn pathetic, people. It's pretty damn pathetic. I mean, you're looking at this chart right now, and right there in bold at the top, you can see that the Wii U accounts for less than 5% of Ubisoft's total sales. Less than 5%. The Wii doubled that. Doubled that. Hell, it's 5 times more than that. A dead system in the Wii is 5 times more than that of the Wii U. The PlayStation 4, which has not been out for a year but only a couple months as a comparison to the Wii U, is 6 times that of the Wii U. The Xbox One, which has not been out for a year but only a couple months as well, is 4.5 times that of the Wii U. What does that tell you, people? If the Wii U has been out for over a year, and the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One have only been out for a couple months, and they're outselling by revenue, by profit, whatever they're calculating here, they are 4.5 and 6 times more than the Wii U, that is a problem. You should be happy, you should be freaking grateful you're even getting a Watch Dogs game. Because last generation, you didn't get an Assassin's Creed. Because last generation, you didn't get a Mass Effect. Because last generation, you didn't get a Batman or a Darksiders. And yet here you are, bitching and complaining that you second-rate welfare gamers that don't buy anything are getting the game a month late. You see, that's the difference between gamers on a Wii U and gamers on a PC. Take Dark Souls 2, for instance. It's going to come out within a month later of the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3 version. Do you see PC gamers up in arms with pitchforks complaining and bitching and crying? No. Why? Because the PC has a healthy and steady library of games and releases. Sure, does it suck? Yes, it does, but there's other games to play in the meantime until Dark Souls 2 eventually comes out. The same cannot be said for the Wii U. With no Watch Dogs coming out, you're starved for games. You are. It's a fact. You pretty much have nothing else to play. And once again, we go into this clown, Iwata, talking about he's going to end droughts. He's going to have games ready. There's going to be a more consistent release for games coming out for the Wii. What the hell do you guys have this month in February? The Lego Movie, Donkey Kong, Citizens of Earth, Jet Tailfin, Shovel Knight, Lego The Hobbit, 2 games in Japan, YY Mini D Challenge and Donkey Kong. In Europe, you have 4 games in Barbie Dreamhouse, the Lego Movie, Donkey Kong, Phineas and Ferb Quest for Cool. What the hell is this shit? I mean, you damage control the fact that a multiplayer-driven game doesn't have online and try to damage control that a single-player game doesn't have multiplayer. Let's rewind a little bit. Rewind to how blind and pathetically stupid you morons are. That you still are on board with Iwata and listen to the garbage, the lies, and the bullcrap this clown says. March 2007. Iwata says we will avoid major droughts that plague the GameCube. January 2011. Iwata promises the 3DS will avoid major droughts that plague the Wii and DS. October 2011. Iwata promises that Wii U will avoid major droughts that plague 3DS and Wii. January 2013. Iwata apologizes for Wii U drought in January and February. Does anybody see a pattern coming here? A pattern of no games, consistent droughts, and once again, more apologies from this clown in Iwata. If any of you aren't good at math, March 2007 was 7 years ago, and 7 years later, we still have the same excuses. I don't want to hear anything about Nintendo fans saying, third-party developers aren't treating us fair. Third-party you don't buy anything. You don't buy any games. You don't spend money. You're welfare, second-rate, second-class gamers. You don't deserve anything if you don't pay for anything. This isn't a business of handouts and freebies. If you want games, pony up and buy them. If you don't want games, well, look at the financial statement. When the Wii outsells the Wii U by 5 times, a dead console outsells a brand new one that's been out a year for 5 times, there's a problem. The problem isn't that third-party developers aren't treating you fair. The problem is you're not treating the products that are released fair to them. They're not making money. They're not making a profit. I'm with Ubisoft. If I'm making this game and it's a brand new IP, first of all, I'm not even releasing the Wii U version. I'm taking all that manpower, all that time, all the resources that would go into an irrelevant version that's not going to make me any money, and I'm putting it into the other versions that are going to make money. You can cut it any way you want it, spin it any way you want it, damage control it, cry about it. It does not change the fact that you do not buy games. The financials, the Q3 statements are a fact. Anything else you say is an opinion. Money talks, bullshit walks. You don't like it? Deal with it.